Good morning. We are here to send a clear and loud message to the Supreme Court. Keep your hands off President Biden's work to lift a strangling yoke of debt on millions of Americans. Keep your hands off of that effort. More than 40 million Americans stand to benefit from President Biden's student debt relief. 20 million have the opportunity to have their debt forgiven altogether. As someone who grew up poor in a tenement, first in his family to go to college and had to borrow, I know the struggle with student loan debt, and no American in this country should have to face that challenge. Taking off the yoke of debt is going to mean so many positive things. Allowing a person to put a payment on their first home, and starting an entrepreneurial business, going ahead and maybe finally starting a family. The struggles that people have with student loan debt are real. Now, it baffles my mind that Republican-led states would rather sue the federal government than provide critical care for struggling student loan borrowers in their states. We're talking about 12 million Americans in Republican congressional districts who would rather ultimately stop the benefits from their citizens instead of helping them achieve an opportunity for a future without debt. We all know the Biden administration has the authority to do this. In 2003, a bill known as the HEROES Act gave the Secretary of Education the right to waive or modify the student financial assistance program of any affected individual directing economic hardship as a result of a national emergency. It was a good bill. I voted for that bill along with 420 other members. That means the president has the power. The president has the power to do what we are all asking him to do. So let me just say that this is about Congress as well standing up for this authority. Elizabeth Warren and I wrote a provision in the American Rescue Plan in 2021 that said any student loan forgiveness between the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2026 cannot be taxed as income. Because before that, if you got student loan debt relieved, you had to pay a tax on it. We ended that. That was Congress sending a very clear message to the administration. Go ahead and do the debt relief and do it now. So I'll close by simply saying, opponents of student loan cancellation, they're on the wrong side of history. They're using the wrong arguments against the wrong policy for the wrong reasons. Gathered here together is the answer to their wrongness. A historic coalition of leaders, advocates, parents, students, and supporters who are making their voices heard. Canceling student loan debt is the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do when we grant tens of millions of hardworking Americans some economic relief. It is the right thing to do when we fight for an equitable higher education system where every American can have a shot at prosperity. Supreme Court, do the right thing. Thank you all.